So as this headline reads, colon cancer is killing more younger men and women than ever, new report finds. Experts are stumped to why colorectal cancer is rising dramatically among people in their 30s and 40s. I'll tell you why. Like, I'm glad that I'm a Gen Xer because we're the last of the generation where our moms, and sometimes dad, but mostly our moms cook their meals. It's like the old Eddie Murphy joke where you're a kid and you see McDonald's, like, oh, we want to go to McDonald's. And your mom's like, no, I can cook a burger at home. It's like, that's not the same. But I'm thankful for that. Like my mom, like my dad worked, my mom worked, but every night my mom cooked us a healthy meal and tried to get us to eat vegetables. I'm still a horrible vegetable eater, but she tried to get us to eat vegetables. In this era today, everything's either microwave or going to Applebee's or DoorDash or McDonald's or Subway. A lot of sodium, a lot of processed food, processed meat, and it's really, I think it's really affecting. I'm not a doctor, but I think that's what's going on there. So if you never had a colonoscopy, it's not really difficult at all. You know, the hardest part is the prep. So when you get a colonoscopy, at the end, they put the IV in your arm and they have you count backwards, and he's like 10, 9, 8, and you fall asleep. He's like, and then you wake up, and when they wake you up, they tell you, okay, everything's good, everything's fine. It's like, what happened? Did you even go back there? Because you don't feel anything. Like, it's just, it feels like they're just lying to you because you don't feel anything. It's just the procedures goes pretty quick. The worst is actually the prep, because the prep, you have to clean out your whole system because they put a camera up in there. And if it's a bunch of waste in there, they can't see anything. So you have to be completely cleaned out. I had to drink Miralax, and I think I drank too much because I put it in a lemonade container with water, and I drank it. And I think I drank too much because I was completely flushed out. I was completely flushed out. And yeah, don't do what I do. I think you're supposed to drink like the 3 8-ounce glasses. You can't eat anything, so you're basically fasting. But yeah, don't overdrink. If you have to ask the question, well, how do I know if I'm cleaned out? Oh, you know. So what led me to this today is that back in the holiday, I saw this guy on YouTube, and he was talking about how he gets his testosterone checked every year. He gets a testosterone test. I was like, you know what? I've had a lot of tests, but I don't think I ever had one, because I don't think that's one of those things that your doctor brings up. It's something that you need to bring up. So I made an appointment, and that was with a urologist. And I thought it was just going to be a blood test. And it was a blood test. That came later. So what happens is, and this is mostly for men, because women, there's a very small percentage of women who gets prostate cancer. So the doctor asks you, like, how's your sex life? Is everything going well? Is your functioning okay? How's your sleep? How's your breathing and all that stuff? And then he said, okay, you have to pull down your pants. I was like, what? It kind of reminded me back when I was running track, and they do those exams at the beginning of the season to make sure you don't have like testicular cancer, which is great, but cold hands, you standing there naked in front of a guy you don't know. It's like, I don't know you, bro. At least let me introduce yourself to me before you start juggling stuff. But again, it's good because, there's quite a few young athletes who had testicular cancer, and those exams probably saved their lives. So he checked that, and then he said, yeah, okay, now you have to bend over. I was like, excuse me? It's been a long time since I had a prostate exam. I had a doctor when I was in my early 40s who was overzealous about testing. So he gave me like a prostate exam every year. So it's been a long time since I had one. I was like, well, it really, because my mind went back to the colonoscopy. I had the colonoscopy back during the pandemic. It's like, well, that was kind of the same, right? It's like, no. So my man's fingers, he got the glove, he got the goop. Man, it felt like my man was back there for 2 days. It felt like, dude, are you using 2 thumbs back there? How far do you have to go? And again, it really didn't last that long. It probably lasted maybe a few seconds. But I'm telling you, it felt like he had 2 ring fingers back there. But he said I had an enlarged prostate, but it was soft. And there would have been problems if I had a hard prostate. So enlarged is not bad, especially if you're older, because once you get older, you would like to have a nice sized prostate. But once you're around for a long time, it gets enlarged. But as long as it's soft and not hard, once it gets hard, then they have to do more tests, and then they'll see if you have cancer or not. Hopefully not. But these things are important. I had a buddy. He wanted to get his prostate checked back. I think when we were in our 40s, and his doctor wouldn't do it. Um, I feel like these days and times, it's better to be proactive, especially if you know there's a history of prostate cancer or colon cancer. If you have a relative, like even like a really close relative, like a brother, father, mom, sister, like somebody that's really close to you who has any of these ailments, go get checked. I think doctors listen more now than maybe in the past, but make sure you get yourself checked out. So this is my healthy tip of the day. Make sure you get a colonoscopy checked, especially if you're in your 40s and up. Even if you haven't gotten it done, if you're in your 50s or even 60s, you never got it done, go get it done. Um, the exam of the colonoscopy is not that bad. It's the prep. Prostate, um, make sure you get that checked too. It's uncomfortable, but we need to get these things done. And as far as the testosterone test, I will find out in a few weeks if your boy is good or or your boy need to take some pills. I think I'm good, right? I think I'm okay, but it's better to be safe than sorry.